Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Kenza Arts. Well, I guess not welcome back though, because I haven't posted in a while and this is like only my second video, but welcome. Yeah, welcome nonetheless. But I hope you're all doing amazing and enjoying your summer to the fullest. In this video, I will be filling a spread of my sketchbook with Spider-Man fan art because I've just watched the movie and it's really amazing. And like literally while watching the movie, I was at every scene I was like, yeah, I need to draw that. I need to draw that. So that's what I'm doing right now. As you can see, I have already started like on the right side of the sketchbook. I'm just sketching. I don't know what I like to call like a basic Spider-Man pose, you know what I mean? I took the reference images from like Pinterest. I just typed in um Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse kind of like illustrations and all that, and it's like a lot of fan art appeared and a lot of like scenes from the actual movie appeared, and I just kind of chose random pictures and decided to draw them across the page. Here you can see me struggling on like drawing the hands because I don't know, I'm not good with drawing the hands, okay? I think it's kind of like every artist's like dilemma and struggle is the hands, but yeah, I think I did a quite great job. I'm proud of myself with the hands, okay? Here at the like bottom of the page, I decided to draw Gwen. Also pretty like basic pose that repeats itself a lot, like when you type on like Gwen from the Spider-Man movies, or like from Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse. This is kind of like the pose that comes up the most, so I just decided to go on and draw it. I'm really bad with proportions, okay? And the fact that I decided to draw this like free-handed with only like, the basic shapes and all that is kind of like a real challenge for me. So, I don't know. I hope I did good. I'm pretty proud of like how it came out at the end, but I don't know. It's not like perfect. Anyway, here again me drawing and struggling with the hands. Um I'm really sorry, by the way, for like the weird angle of the camera. I didn't really like, because I filmed this at like across like several days, okay? So on that first day of me filming the video, I didn't really have like a right a right place to put my camera on so that like the angle wouldn't be weird, okay? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, but anyway, that's gonna change afterwards. Like I don't know actually when exactly I'm gonna change the angle of the camera, but it is going to change. It's not gonna stay like that. Here just me filling up the little things. I think that the eyes came out like kind of wrong. I don't know how like to explain what I see right now, but like I think the eyes are kind of uneven. Yeah, they're uneven. Anyway, now see the angle I was like talking about? Really bad angle. That's gonna change for sure. But yeah, here I was just kind of like, I didn't really know what to do, so I just kind of decided to draw Miles Morales, like the main character, obviously. So I just was like, I'm gonna draw a portrait of him, you know. um, I don't know. I'm not quite sure how like it turned out, because like the sketch phase is kind of weird, but then when we come up with the colors, it kind of got better. But yeah, for the sketch, it was kind of weird. I don't know. Um, yeah, the angle, oh my god. I don't know why I like persisted on filming with this angle. Anyway, here is just me drawing. Like, I don't think there is anything like I don't know. I see here the angle changed, okay? Here it's better. Here you can see kind of like the full the full like face, we're gonna say. Here I decided to draw a sunflower because I didn't know how to fill up the page, and I was like, yeah, everybody's like, it's kind of a thing in that movie, like, you know, the like the song that he's always singing and all that. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna draw a sunflower in here. And actually I don't really like how it turned out, but it's better than nothing. Okay. Here I started drawing like the sketches that I was gonna do on the second page of all that. So yeah, I started drawing like the sketches for, yeah, for the second page of the spread. And I'm just sorry for like the big blue blob right there, because I just put it there because my head kept poking out under the camera, and I didn't realize it. I kept on drawing, and then when I like returned to see kind of like the outcome of the video, I just kind of realized that I had, like, my head was poking out the whole time. So yeah, really sorry about that. But anyway, what I want to say is that I draw I was drawing these sketches for the second page of the spread, and the reason why I'm drawing them on a separate piece of paper is because I was like, I think I'm gonna draw them here and then cut them and then stick them there, because on the other side of the page I had done an acrylic painting, and I, because I knew I was going to like color the whole thing with markers, I knew it was going to bleed through, and I didn't want it to bleed through into the other page where the painting was. So I was like, and I'm going to draw them here on a separate piece of paper, and then even if it bleeds through, it's not really going to show that much. And yeah, that's what I was doing. Here I'm drawing the, I drew here like I forgot her name, but yeah, I mean the villain from the first Spider-Verse movie, and there it's like the Spot, which is the villain from the second movie, I guess. And yeah, here I'm just kind of drawing his hand poking out from a spot, obviously. Um, Here I tried to draw like his leg poking out of a spot, but it didn't really turn out that great, and I didn't end up using it. Here is his other hand poking out of like a spot always. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, you know, the spot. Anyway, that's quite it, you know. I don't think there is kind of anything like special happening with me drawing. It's just me sketching. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about this new sketchbook of mine. Yeah. um what do I have to say about this sketchbook? This is actually a new sketchbook that I'm starting, and this spread is literally like the third and like fourth page of the whole sketchbook. I mean, it is quite like an old sketchbook that I had, and I had drawn on it like a long while ago. But then I decided all of a sudden, like this summer, that I was gonna rip out all the drawings that I had in it, and I was just gonna start it new. And that's what I did. Okay, that's what I did, and I ripped out all the drawings that I had but in here. I kept like the quite nice ones, I kept them, but the other ones I just threw them away because I didn't like them. Yeah. And so now I'm just kind of like, my goal is to fill this sketchbook like this summer, and that is quite a big goal considering that it took me like a week to just fill this spread alone. Yeah, I was getting bored and I was drawing, and then I kept like stopping and like, you know, just, I don't know, it took me a week to fill this spread. Okay, and now a week later I'm just doing the voiceover, so I'm kind of wondering at this point if I am going to be able to fill the whole sketchbook in this summer. But yeah, it's the goal. And I'm contemplating like doing this sketchbook like I don't know if I'm gonna film a video of like me drawing every single page of the sketchbook, you know, like I don't know if I'm gonna film like a lot of videos of me drawing the sketchbook, but what I know is that like once I finish it, I am going to do like a video of um like a sketchbook tour of me, like, you know, showing you the whole things that I drew in the sketchbook this summer. I really hope I'm gonna be able to like finish this sketchbook. Anyway, here you can see me kind of like I'm gonna start like coloring in. See with the markers, that's why I didn't want to like draw directly on the paper, because these markers, they do bleed through, okay? They bleed a lot. And I knew for a fact that if I had like colored directly onto the paper, it was gonna bleed through a lot on the other page, and I didn't want like to mess up the acrylic painting that was on the other side. So yeah, here, I mean, it showed a little bit on the other side, but like not that much, okay? Not that much, because you know, the extra layer of paper, it helps. Anyway, here I'm just kind of coloring the villain. I just remember, I don't remember her name. I remember like the scene when she tells them like, oh yeah, my friends call me Liv, but I don't remember like her name. I think Liv Octavius, I don't know. Anyway, but even though I don't remember her name, she was one of my favorite characters from the first movie. Yeah, I really loved her vibe. I just, yeah, she's like fascinating. um Here, I think I did a pretty great job with the colors. Not with the face though, because it was too small and I couldn't do the details, so it was just kind of hard to do them. But anyway, I think I did a great job on like the overall, you know what I mean? Like if you don't pay attention that much to the details, you can see that it's kind of good. If you do pay attention to the details, however, you can directly see like all the spaces where I messed up. Here I'm just kind of like mixing up with the color pencils to kind of give it like shadows and all that, because I didn't want to do them with the markers and then like regret it. And by the way, it's the first time that I'm using these markers. They're like water-based markers, so I didn't know how they were gonna react that much, and that's partly why I didn't draw directly on the paper, because I didn't know actually if they were gonna bleed through a lot. And even though I did draw these sketches on like a separate piece of paper and then stick them there, I was still kind of like afraid that it was gonna bleed through on the other page, but I just didn't care, honestly. I was like, okay, if it bleeds through, like it's not my fault at this point, you know? Anyway, me drawing the tentacles, I didn't know actually how to draw them, because I don't know, like the with the drawing reference, it was kind of weird. It's kind, they were like tubes, but I didn't know how to put that effect on, you know what I mean? Anyway, here you can see that I have drawn, I have already like colored her face portrait, and I did not film it. The reason why I did not film it is because actually I've started filming it, but I didn't pay attention to the fact that my phone had died. So like I like in my mind I'm filming, you know what I mean? And the phone is there and all that, and you know, in my mind it's filming. And when I came up to like stop the video to pause it, I I kind of like I saw that my phone had died halfway through, and that um I hadn't been filming anything at all. So yeah, but I was really disappointed actually, because I thought I was really proud of how her face turned out with the markers, because I haven't like tried these markers at all, and this is kind of like my first time trying them. I was kind of disappointed that I didn't film that, because I was really proud of how it came out. Anyway, here me like, yeah, see the hands that I drew earlier, I decided to like put them um not not like close to the spot, but close to Spider-Man, considering he's like trying to get him and all that. I don't know if the vibe is there, if you like, if um when you see the sketchbook you're gonna understand that fact. But anyway, just I liked how they looked in here, and see, that's how I did. I tried to do like the effect of him being like, because his character is like just white, like pure white, and I didn't know how to color him still with like leaving that white, so you know. And so that's why I kind of struggled with the colors, and I ended up doing with blue, like really light blue, the way we do with like the irises of the eye and all that. Like it's not really white, you put on like some shades of blue, but I don't think it was successful. Okay, I don't really think it was that successful. Anyway, here I'm coloring Gwen. I think she was kind of the easiest to color, except for the eyes, because you're gonna see how I'm gonna mess up there. But like overall, she was kind of the easiest to color. Okay, I know I didn't do like the white effect too, like because with the shadows and all that, I was not really happy. But what I messed up most in here is the eyes, because if you can see here, her eyes are just way out of proportion. Like they were uneven earlier, like just with the sketch, but like now when I did the markers, her eyes are even more uneven. Anyway, so here I'm just kind of erasing the whole sketches and all that, and I'm gonna start with Spider-Man doing his Spider-Man like pose. I didn't really know what colors to choose to draw his suit, because his suit is basically black, okay? And I was so afraid to like actually draw it black, and then I wasn't gonna be able to do like the shadows and all that, so I just decided to go in like with a light blue. Well, not a light blue technically, because this is kind of dark, but considering the other shades that I picked, this is the lightest. So yeah, the light blue, the red for the eyes. See, it's still uneven. Like the eyes are uneven. I can't do Spider-Man eyes. Okay, that's just the thing. I cannot do Spider-Man eyes. Like they're uneven with him and they're uneven with Gwen. So yeah, that's just a fact about me. Um, Here I was just doing the shadows. I didn't want to like do like a lot of shadows to like, I don't know, because the reference photo that I had, they had put like a lot of shadows in there, and I was like, I didn't really like that, and so I tried to change it a little. But yeah, I don't know how it turned out. I'm like skeptical about this one. Like I kind of like how it turned out like at the end, but then I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, oh, this is bad. And sometimes I look at it and I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of good, you know? But anyway, for a first time trying like markers, this is kind of good. Anyway, by the way, the markers are like water-based. I don't know if I said it, but yeah, they're water-based markers. So they kind of work like, for me, like kind of a review of me trying them for the first time. They kind of work like watercolors, and it's best if you do like you start with the lightest layers and then you go on to the darkest layers, you know what I mean? Um, Anyway, that's what I did anyway, and it's best if you kind of like leave like if you put the first layer, you just kind of want to let it dry completely before you put the other layers, or else it's gonna kind of like bleed through with each other and the colors are gonna get a little smudged. See, yeah, that's kind of like the thing I kind of saw while trying them out. But other than that, they're great. I mean, the colors are really vibrant. I don't know, I liked the colors, how they came out, how everything turned out at the end. I was kind of proud. Okay, yeah, that's it actually. I don't think I have anything else to add about me like trying, like me coloring Spider-Man. Yeah, apart from his shoes, I didn't really like do like the details on the shoes, because I was sure I was gonna mess that up. Now you might be like saying, why did I color the portrait of Miles Morales with blue? Because considering he's not blue, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna explain that in a second. um The reason for that is that I'm really bad with skin tones, okay? Like, I'm really bad with skin tones in any medium. So, like, for me to actually pull off, like, a decent portrait and with the accuracy and all that, is kind of rare, okay? And I didn't want to, like, tempt my chances in here because he has a dark skin, okay? He's black. And I really do struggle with like drawing dark skin tones. I was really 100% sure that I was gonna mess him up if I like did the actual colors. So I did uh kind of a technique that I saw on TikTok the other day, where you just pick three colors, one like three colors, like three shades of the same color kind of, and like here I picked blue, and I did a lightest shade, a mid-tone, and then a darkest a darker shade, and I just kind of lay out the basic shapes and colors. And when I finished, I kind of did the outlines with a black pencil and then the highlights with a white pencil. And then like for the real highlights, I did that with acrylic painting, but that was just like, for the eyes, those little dots of white. And then here I colored the sunflower, by the way, and I didn't film it because I didn't like the sunflower. I wasn't sure that it was gonna turn out great or anything. I just didn't film it. And here I was kind of struggling, at first to find like a good background idea, because at first when I had just started drawing everything, I wanted to do like the background, I wanted it to be like buildings and all that, and kind of, and to give like the illusion of that like Spider-Man was like swinging from one building to another. But then once I had finished all the sketches and I had like just the background left, I was just too lazy, honestly. Like that, there was no other reason. I was just too lazy and to actually draw the buildings and color them and all that. So I was like, I'm just gonna go on with bold colors, and I hope it turns out great. I just, yeah. Here but I still was struggling with kind of like finding the right colors to do in the background without being like too off or something. So yeah, I decided to go with the blue for like light blue for Gwen, the orange for the portrait of Miles Morales, pink for Spider-Man in his Spider-Man pose. Here I decided to do like both the drawings of Liv Octavius, I think her name is, but yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, I decided to draw like they're not the same shade, okay? Like they look the same shade, like the background for her and for both drawings looks the same shade, but it's not, okay? They're both blue, but they're different shades of blue. And I don't know, it's just I didn't have other colors in mind. Anyway, here I'm just kind of trying to draw like spots, around the spot, like as a background, because I didn't know like what color to put him into. So I just kind of drew a lot of spots in there. And that's it. I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked watching me like draw this Spider-Man fan art spread on my sketchbook, and that you liked hearing me talking about it. If you did, make sure to like this video and hopefully subscribe to my channel. And yeah, that's it.